Give me chips.
Okay, Sandy, at 8:02, I moved and Roseanne seconded to come out of executive session, no action taken. Unanimous.
Okay, we call the meeting back to order, the regular meeting. Tonight we have a presentation from a group from the Sustainable Connecticut. So would you like to come up and introduce yourself and tell us about the program? We had some information in your packets.
Absolutely. Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me. My name is Jessica LeClaire, and I'm with the Institute for Sustainable Energy at Eastern Connecticut State University. And we oversee a program called Sustainable CT. And in your packets, you do have a 2-page brochure that outlines a bit about the program. The first selectman asked me to come tonight to talk a little bit more about Sustainable CT and also to be around if you have any questions about the program. So Sustainable CT is a relatively new statewide municipal certification program intended to enhance and increase a community's overall sustainability. And when we say sustainability, we mean more than the traditional environmental sense, though we do include that. But on top, we layer on transportation, arts and culture, public health, housing, local businesses, really everything that makes a community a place where people want to live, work, and play. So you can see in that handout there are a menu of actions that cities and towns can pick from to work on to get points to count towards their overall certification. And the actions are broad. There are 55 of them, and within those actions there are sub-actions. So there's lots of different ways for a community to achieve recognition under the program. And we did that intentionally. We want it to be flexible so that Sustainable CT can meet the needs of every community, whether you're East Lyme or Bridgeport or Hartford or Kent. We also want you to be successful within the program, so we've built in layers of support, including technical and financial supports, which I'll discuss in a minute or two. The program is relatively new. We officially launched in November of 2017, so we're 1 year and a couple months old. In that time, 74 towns have passed resolutions to join the program. And actually, Brooklyn, Connecticut just joined today, so we're really excited about that. Of the 74, 22 cities and towns are certified, which is doubly exciting that so many have taken the program on, taken really the bull by the horns within the first year and gotten certified. So we have 17 who are bronze certified and 5 silver, and those are our 2 levels of certification currently available. If a community is interested in participating, there's 2 steps, and we hope that they're easy. The first is to pass a resolution, and you do have the resolution in front of you. The resolution does not commit you to getting certified this year or any year, but it does tell us a few things. It tells us that you're interested in participating in the program, that you've identified a point of contact from the town, that's someone that we can reach out to make sure you have what you need, and that you'll create a sustainability team. And this team is just an implementing body in the town. The composition of the team is entirely flexible. It's up to you. You know what works best in East Lyme. It can be an existing committee or commission, it can be staff, it can be a new group altogether. Once you pass the resolution, you can register. That's basically just uploading the resolution onto our website, sustainablect.org. And with that, you gain access to a municipal profile that's unique to you. It's private, it's yours, it's free, and you can have it for as long as you need it or want it. You can add as many users as you'd like to your municipal profile to all be working remotely and simultaneously on your application. You also gain access to all of the resources within the program once you've registered. We intend the resources within the program to be implementing, to help you take on the actions rather than rewards for getting certified. So once you pass the bar of registering for the program, you're in, and we want to help you as much as we can. In terms of the technical and financial supports, we have right now some no-cost assistance programs that are available. They're essentially free consulting, so we've just created a page on our website just last week to help outline some of these opportunities. We have a lot of amazing partners from across the state who help us implement the actions. And we've had some opportunities available last year. We're building on that for this second year of the program, and we'll continue to roll out opportunities to help you do the actions. So we know that town staff are often pulled in many directions and wear a lot of hats and don't have a lot of time, so we're trying to meet that need by providing support and matching needs of communities with resources from partner organizations. And if you look at the list and don't see something that you need, let us know. We want to try to find a way to help you. We also will be rolling out grants to towns. We have over $350,000 to give to towns this year. That's something that's coming up in a couple of months. We have funding available from the Community Foundation of Eastern Connecticut to provide direct support to towns in this area. So we've recently hired a UConn graduate to provide help. So she's here to help you figure out where you might have some points already scored, because we do give credit for past action, to help you do new things or get application materials packaged up and uploaded onto your profile. She's a great resource. She knows the program in and out, and she is here for you. She'll be available until the summertime, at which point we'll shift gears and towns will be supported by our fellows. Last year we had our first year of a fellowship where we had graduate and undergraduate students placed at all of the 9 councils of governments to provide direct support to towns. We'll do the same this year. We have our fellowship deadline for applicants for Monday. And we keep getting applicants. We got 2 tonight, so it's really exciting to see the interest and to provide this opportunity for students to work in the regional planning office and with local municipalities. There are several benefits to participating, and we hope that there are many more than what I'll mention, but time is short and the snow is falling. So this is our recognition program, this certification. So at the end of the day, when you're a Sustainable CT certified community, you're getting a very nice plaque made in Connecticut to hang on your town hall. And it's a way to show off that sustainability is something that you care about, that you're active on, that you're successful with. And as a millennial, I can say this is something that's important to my peer group. We want to live in communities that share our values and give us outlets to work on these things. It can be a way to brand yourself, to attract current residents to stay or future residents to come into your community, or businesses as well. We have heard from communities who are active in Sustainable CT that they're sort of building and strengthening their civic infrastructure. Because the program takes a broader look at sustainability, they're finding that their bike enthusiasts are joining forces with their historic preservation folks, with the environmentalists, with the arts and culture people. And it's great. It's really bringing people together under this common umbrella of sustainability. There's also resources. So you register, you gain access to grants and technical supports that only registered communities have access to. And then there are all the obvious benefits of doing the actions of getting cleaner air, cleaner land, cleaner water, saving money, maybe you're reducing your energy use, enhancing climate resilience or reducing your greenhouse gas emissions, increasing health and well-being of the community, enhancing equity across the community, and more. So that's your 7-minute or so overview of Sustainable CT. And if any of you have any questions, I'd be happy to take them.
7 minutes or so. We do have questions.
Yes.
Sorry, we're busy also shuffling news stories coming through. Are there any questions for Jessica today? Thank you for coming out on a snowy night.
My pleasure.
It's a good program. I want to tell the Board of Selectmen that I've been meeting, of course I go to the Council of Small Towns and the CCM meetings, Conference of
Connecticut Conference of Municipalities.
Mm-hmm. And you know, I speak with other first selectmen and mayors, and they all are getting on board with this program. It's really just it's a roadmap. It helps towns focus on where they could be greener, be making a difference in the community, in the world, and all that. We do many of the things on the list here, and we're looking forward to turning in paperwork as we go to get credit for that. But I think it's a great, I think we've actually set the bar in our region for some of these activities. Mm-hmm. Can't wait to get on board and keep tackling the list, and we appreciate you coming out. I know I couldn't have made the presentation you did tonight. That's why I begged you to come. Are there questions? I think this will be a great opportunity for our Conservation and Natural Resource Committee to undertake. That they would be our sustainability team with guidance from the First Selectman's office. I think that's very, very important. That it's a group that is already supremely focused on a lot of these things. They'll need help from engineering and from our planning department. Mm-hmm. Our planner will be the department head, kind of in charge of all that. Again, any questions at all? Otherwise, we have a resolution that we've doctored up a little bit.
Yeah, I'll make
okay.
And I have to interpret your handwriting, so we'll do our best we can here.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mark changed one of the things here. Resolution supporting participation in the Sustainable Connecticut Municipal Certification Program. Whereas Sustainable Connecticut is a comprehensive statewide action-oriented voluntary certification program built by and for municipalities with the vision that Sustainable Connecticut communities strive to be thriving, resilient, collaborative, and forward-looking. They build community and local economy. They equitably promote the health and well-being of current and future residents, and they respect the finite capacity of the natural environment. Whereas Sustainable Connecticut is designed to boost local economies, help municipal operations become more efficient, reduce operating costs, and provide grants and additional support to municipalities. Whereas the town of East Lyme embraces an ongoing process of working toward greater sustainability, selecting which actions it chooses to pursue from the voluntary menu of actions provided by Sustainable Connecticut. Resolved that the conservation of natural resources will serve as a sustainability team, that the first meeting of the sustainability team will happen within 90 days of the passing this resolution, and that the sustainability team shall report annually to the Board of Selectmen on the progress of its activities towards Sustainable Connecticut certification. Resolved by the Board of Selectmen of the Town of East Lyme that we do hereby authorize the first selectman to serve as the Town of East Lyme's Sustainable Connecticut contact person for the Sustainable Contact Municipal certification process, and authorize him to complete municipal registration on behalf of the Town of East Lyme.
Second.
That motion's been seconded, that resolution. Any comments? Again, thank you. Oh, go ahead.
No, it looks like we're
Yeah, lots
already engaged in a lot of
lot
these
of it. Yeah.
goals here.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
And there's no obligation to do it. It's simply a guideline, and of course, everybody's aiming in this direction in the world we live in anyway. It's our responsibility as leaders, including all other commissions, to move the town in the right direction. This is indeed the right direction.
Yeah, and with resources available, even for things we've already done or are in the process of doing, the 200 or 400 points are going to be easily to obtain, but there's other things here that could help us further develop, cost savings, protecting the environment. So it's a no lose situation.
No lose
in my
situation.
opinion.
It's all good stuff.
Right.
Good. Again, it's a great group, and I'm glad you were able to count East Lyme. Presumably, I'll get the vote first. All of those in favor, say aye.
Hi.
Any opposed? I'm glad you can get East Lyme aboard. Thank you again for coming out.
Thanks for the presentation.
Yeah, count us in. Much help. Much thanks. Wonderful. Next on our agenda.
Do we have a special announcement?
I thought I'd wait, but no, you're right. I'm trying to add up the numbers.
I think we should interrupt this meeting with a
So
special
we have we have good news for those. We have good news for the town.
I have the numbers and the percent and everything.
Yeah. So the resolution passed this evening, overwhelmingly. I got more than that because there's some absentee ballots. So I have it as 1389 to 803, and those are unofficial numbers, but almost a 2-to-1 margin. That's great news for the town, for people in our town today, and for the next 50 years, that we're going to have professional quarters, professional facilities that we can put our public service people in. I'm just thrilled. Thank you all for your help on this. You've all been sources of resources of just information and support, and the police commission, the task force, Tommy Gardner, Dan Price, everybody's been so involved with this. Hundreds of hours were put into this.
All volunteers.
And volunteers all
Yeah.
the way. Well, with the exception of me. But I get paid. But really, just wonderful. And Roseanne, you've seen a long history of this problem. And it's really, we sit here tonight with a solution now in our laps. I'm thrilled. So, great news if you're watching at home. Again, the referendum passed to buy the Honeywell building. The town will now do its due diligence to do testing at the site and make sure that all the T's are crossed, I's dotted, and we'll take possession of the Honeywell building before the end of May. Moving on, we're going to withhold the approval of the unaffiliated employee benefits until we have a chance to read through it. We had a description, we had a presentation in our in our executive session, basically we're just trying to consolidate and professionalize the look of our employee benefit package, not enhance it so much as to professionalize it so that when we hire somebody to come in as a department head, we actually have something to give them, and they can say, okay, I'm going to work for the town of East Lyme, this is what I get, and this is what I can expect, and I'm providing for a family, and in 35 or 40 years I'm going to retire, and this is how I'm going to retire, and we didn't really have that together, so we're happy to be able to say that we'll have that professional look, and that's just appropriate. It's the way you run a business, and it should be the way you run a town. There being nothing else, we don't have any budget reviews left for this evening. Communications, I've received none. Ex officio reports,
None tonight.
it's snowing.
It's snowing out.
So are there any?
I have nothing.
I have-
Okay, we can keep them short tonight. Are there any public comments? Any public comments? I'll just say again, congratulations to the town of East Lyme. Good decision. We're all winners in this, and we march forward with a solution to a long-standing problem. We thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Want me to move to adjourn?
Yeah. Did you?
Second.
I just did.
Did you? All in favor to adjourn?
Aye.
All right.